So most people still associate C# with large web applications, Visual Studio, and lots of boilerplate. So my friends, in this video, I want to show you something different. We'll build a real useful command line tool using .NET 10 with plain C#, no web framework, no UI, and no database. By the end, you will see how C# works perfectly as a modern scripting and automation language. So my friends, before we move on, let's quickly see the product that we'll be developing. Now, this is my publish folder for my project, and I have created a release version, and I run this CSV Validator.exe. Now, sample.csv is a CSV file, which is a valid CSV file. So CSV validation is successful, and broken sample.csv is an invalid CSV file which has got row 3 as invalid column count and CSV validation failed, and missing.csv, there is no such CSV file with this name, so file not found. Now let's move on to the next. The tool we are building today is a CSV validator, that is comma separated value validator. The CSV files are everywhere. Data imports, reports, automation pipelines, and bad CSV files cause failures all the time. So our tool will do these things. So have a look at this. So these are the 5 points that it will ensure in our small app today. So friends, let's start by creating a small console application. Accordingly, I have opened up my PowerShell and Windows PowerShell, and I paste this code. So you can see CSV Validator is created. Now this is a .NET 10 project. Let's move on to this project. Now this project, CSV Validator, this is a minimal console app. Now in .NET 10, we already get top level statements, so there is no main method clutter, and let us open it in the available Visual Studio 2026 or 2022 will also be good enough if you have .NET 10 SDK. So I'll open it, and let's run it once by giving the .NET run command. And on a command developer PowerShell, it shows hello world. Okay. So far, nothing fancy, just confirming the setup. Now, in the next couple of minutes, I'll be handling command line arguments, the actual code. So a CLI tool lives and dies by its command line arguments. In .NET, arguments are available through the args array automatically. So I have opened the program.cs and I replaced the existing console.writeLine and completely by this code snippet args.length equals 0 console.writeLine CSV validator at the file path. Now this ensures the user actually passes a file path. If not, we exit early with a helpful message. Now let's run it again. Now as you can see, the validator message is printed, usage CSV validator. So you can see usage CSV validator, which is basically this message, CSV validator with a file path. So you know that it actually, now this line ensures the user actually passes a file path. So next we need to check whether the file actually exists. So we extend this earlier code with this part. Now this is basic defensing programming. We fail fast and clearly. Now as you can see that this file objects, now it is calling its exists method, and if the file exists at this file path, which is basically the first argument of the args array, if it does not exist at that path, at this path, then it writes on the console file not found. Okay, so let's test this with this code. .NET Run missing CSV. So missing CSV, there is no file. Okay. So it will come up with, in a second, it will come up with file not found. That's the correct determination. That is absolutely no file with that name, missing.csv. So now let's get into the actual CSV validation logic, and accordingly, I will add this code below the file check line, save it. So you can see by interpreting the code here that the valid CSV must have one header row and at least one data row. So if the line length is less than 2, so it will emit on the console, CSV must contain header and at least one data row. So that's how it gets into this lines variable. So from the file, which is calling the file object's read all lines method and passing the file path. And if the number of lines is less than 2, or line length is less than 2, it will write this message. So now we validate column consistency. Accordingly, I paste this code below this. Okay. Now we use the headers to define the expected column count here. Okay. And check each row against the headers and track whether the file is valid overall. That's all is described in these few lines in this for block. Okay. Finally, we print a clean summary result with this code. Console.writeLine is valid. If it is valid, CSV validation successful. Otherwise, CSV validation failed. A quick note before I run this. Now, this is a command line tool that we have built, so I am running it from the terminal. So when I run .NET Run sample.csv, the file path is passed to the app as a command line argument. Now, if you run this using the green run button like this one, no arguments are passed unless you configure them manually. That's it. Quickly demonstrate this. I've already run this .NET Run sample.csv and it is given me a validation successful. And what I did was to place a CSV file in the project directory, root directory. Here I created this sample.csv. If you open it, open with Notepad. It's a very simple CSV file with ID, name, email, and 2 entries are there, 2 rows are there. Okay. And because it's a valid CSV file and the CSV validator has actually successfully validated it with this. If you run it once more, it will say the same thing. CSV validation successful. So now guys, I invalidate the sample.csv because I remove the last element. So it can count only 2 columns in the second row because it is doing it by a comma separated. It is splitting on the comma. And now if I run this, this should show a failure. So row 3 has invalid column count, CSV validation failed. Let us see why it matters. This is where .NET is often underestimated. You can use C# to build automation scripts, file processes, CI helpers, developer tools, AI without web frameworks, and heavy or even heavy infrastructures. Now with .NET 10, C# works extremely well as a modern scripting language that's still strongly typed and maintainable. So let's recap. So in this video, we built a real CLI, command line interface tool using C# and .NET 10. We kept it simple, we kept it practical, and we avoid over engineering. And if you found this useful, please do hit the like button and also subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends.